You and Trump, two peas in a pod with your straight edge lifestyle.
We're like this.
So tight. So just never had a desire to, just no interest.
I bet you and Trump have a lot more common than you think. I bet you guys get along well.
You know what? I met him in the early 90s. I was at a dinner and I met him, and I saw him give advice to someone. I have his book, Art of the Deal, and everything. I had it when it first came out. I was never a huge fan. I was just more, it's more like he was a celebrity type of thing, right? So, but I met him, and the piece of advice I heard him give somebody is, you get the wife you can afford. Which is crazy. I haven't told many people that story. That's the advice I heard him give. You get the wife you can afford.
My father told me something similar.
Yeah.
He would say not to marry a wealthy girl because you'll always be competing with her father. But it sounds like the same thing.
But I've heard that said. I heard him say that, and then I couldn't.
Interesting take from your dad. Did he? Not to get too personal, was that something he'd had personal experience with, or was that just? Did you delve into like where he got that idea? Because I'm not going to say it's not true. I have
his dad was right.
Know, but like I bet that's
I mean, if
my
father came from
advice.
Nothing. My mother came from not that much. Like my mother's father died when she was a teenager, and I have to imagine that kind of ruined the family finances.
So where's he getting that from? Is that something that he'd seen somebody else do?
My father's got a lot of wisdom.
I've heard that said before.
Have you?
Okay.
Yeah, I've heard that. It's a it's a common saying.
I'm not surprised that he has the wisdom. I'm curious about where he may have since it wasn't a personal experience of his.
Yeah.
I didn't ask the question. Yeah,
you never know the girlfriends he might have had in the past and
none. Dude, he found my mom when he was like, I think
straight out of high
if
school.
they weren't 13, 15, they were 14, 16.
Old school. Jesus. Okay.
Very old school.
But I've heard that statement, and it's like, it sounds kind of sexist, but it's kind of true in certain ways, because I don't want to be mean. Ladies don't get mad at me. I don't know how many ladies watch this.
You're safe. This is like, a safe place.
It's like, essentially, and it just stuck with me like forever. It's like, the men are judged by how much they make. Women are judged by how they look. We all know that, right? So it's like, the better you do in life, the hotter wife you're going to get. And that's
often the case. Yeah.
Right. So
I don't think that's controversial or like anything.
No,
I mean,
there's some ghoulish billionaires and politicians.
Like there's an entire genre of video devoted to asking beautiful women what they want from the guy that they would marry.
What do you bring to the table?
And you hear them say what they want out of a man, and it's always it's hundreds of thousands of dollars and 6 feet tall and successful and this, that, and the other. And I want 2 or 3 kids, and I want to be able to have this kind of car, and I want to be able to go to that kind of school. So what they're saying is, I want money. I want a man who makes this amount of money.
Yep.
Yeah. So I don't see why a man shouldn't be able to say, I want to.
I love when they get into the math.
Of course not.
They're like, okay, all right. 6 foot, 6 inches, 6 figures. Now you're talking about a 0.5% guy. I'm making that up, but it's close-ish.
Less than that.
Okay. And then it's like, now, are you a 0.5% woman? What do you bring to the table? Are you better than 99.5% of the women out there? Because that's what you want from him.
Yeah.
And usually it's like, man, well, they're better than 60% of the women out there.
Usually expose a narcissist who has like a warped view of reality and borderline personality disorder. It's what you usually find, because one of the fun questions I see them ask those vapid, hand-picked Instagram ladies who wanted to be there, which says something about like your polling size. They'll ask them, would you rather have a perfect marriage or keep your Instagram? We all keeping that Instagram. Why can't they're like, I want both.
And it's like, well, that's not the fucking mental exercise we're doing. Like,
turns out you can't have both. What? Who are you saying I can have? I can have everything. They told me I could.
Yeah.
Well.
Yeah.
But
we'll see.
It's funny though. It's like we were talking earlier about, if a woman, digs what kind of car you drive and everything. And it's like women, I don't know if you can call them women or girls, but nowadays what they dig is your Instagram following and what kind of car you drive. Like that's what they exchange in the clubs now. Is hey, what's your IG? How many followers do you have? You know, and it's the weirdest thing.
That sucks.
Well, that's how it is nowadays. Like they don't even give out phone numbers anymore.
But I feel like Taylor would be balling with 6-year-old pictures of bad breakfast.
Oh yeah,
you build an Instagram following.
Yeah, but
that's what I'll do. That I haven't posted on in like 6 years. I think there's probably like a picture of me. I think there's a photo of me photoshopped onto Putin. On that
that'll get him quick.
Age well.
It was funny at the time. It wasn't topical in the way it is now.
On Taylor's dating profile, it was him on Putin's body, and at the time, Putin had much higher rates
on the horse.
Yeah. But it was Taylor,
and at the time, it was just a funny lark.
Yeah,
yeah.
Everyone enjoys that, but